Hey folks, it's instrument time. Today we have another guitar, only this time it will be an electric guitar. I don't know much about electric guitars. I never learned to play electric guitar. They're obviously a very, very different instrument from an acoustic guitar, other than having 6 strings and being tuned the same way. Anyway, today we have a Les Paul copy. This is an Agile AL-2500. These are made by Rondo Music. Rondo makes these in the old Epiphone factory in Korea. So when Gibson moved Epiphone manufacturing to China, that factory was available, and Rondo Music uses it for, as far as I know, all of, but certainly the majority of their manufacturing, which is kind of cool. So this is pretty much built to the same specs as one of the old Epiphones, with the exception that it says Agile on the top, which is nice. They are not trying to make a counterfeit, they're making a clone. So that's cool. It's a standard Gibson copy, so Gibson scale length of 24.9 inches. I measured the nut at 1 5/8. I do not have radius gauges. It looks kind of flat to me, so it's probably about 1 12. Obviously, cutaway like you'd expect. Floating scratch guard like you'd expect. Twin humbuckers like you'd expect on a Les Paul copy. Truss rod adjustment is up at the headstock, as again you would expect from a Les Paul copy. So this is cool. It's got this gorgeous flame maple on it, right? Solid mahogany. I think the new ones are 3-piece or 2-piece. This one appears to be one giant chunk. Maple neck that is stained dark. This one's got strap locks on it, which is actually kind of cool because this thing is heavy. Les Pauls are heavy. This is probably the reason I don't play it very much. The 2500 is a little bit up from their lower end models. It has the headstock binding. I think it's got the neck binding as well, which is not present, I think, on their lower end ones. This is sort of the mid-grade one. It's got the big trapezoidal fret markers like one would expect from a Les Paul. If you go up to the 3000 series, I think you get better pickups. But again, on an electric, it's not that hard to change out your pots and your pickups if you have a soldering iron and know which end of the soldering iron is the hot and pokey one. I never have that problem. I mostly just forget about not touching the thing you're soldering afterwards for a little while. So anyway, controls like you'd expect. Rhythm control goes to the neck pickup. I'll roll the tone off. It'll just keep doing that for a long time. If I go to the bridge pickup, start with the tone all the way up. I'll roll the tone all the way off. That's nice clean. So, as always, this is cool. If you need and like Les Paul style electric guitars and you don't want to spend the big money for one by Gibson themselves, these were made in an old Gibson / Epiphone factory. They're made in Korea, not China. That matters, I know, to a lot of people, which is another point in their favor. So it's a global market. Sometimes you get a choice, sometimes you don't. If you have a choice, make the best one. I don't play that often because I don't really know much about electric guitar, and I think this thing is heavy as sin, but it's cool. And I've got this and I've got the Fender, but obviously I'm mostly an acoustic guy. So that's about all I have to say on the Agile 2500 Les Paul copy. So as always, please like and subscribe. Please watch our actual music and other videos as well as just Instrument Time. And we'll see you next time on Instrument Time.